Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your PushButtonStockTrading.com daily video market review. Much of what we do at Push Button Stock Trading is based in part or in full on William O'Neill's classic book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill utilizes the acronym CANSLIM to identify the important elements of what he's looking for in a trade. The A in CANSLIM stands for annual earnings and reminds us that we should be looking for stocks that have an average of at least 25% annual earnings growth over the past 3 to 5 years. The L in CANSLIM stands for leader or laggard. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer. So let's get started with that. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 9 came from the airline industry, 7 came from restaurants, 6 came from internet-based services, 5 came from apparel, footwear, and accessory design. And rounding out the top 5, we have quite a list. Internet media, lodging, semiconductor devices, biotech, managed care, specialty pharmaceutical, mass merchants, all with 4 stocks each in the most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups. We've been seeing quite a bit of semiconductor devices recently. We've been seeing a lot of restaurants. We've been seeing a lot of airlines. These might be good places to look for strength in the new market uptrend. Let's start today by taking a quick look at the Russell 2000. Yesterday was another good day in the market, and the Russell 2000, which, as you know, I've been saying is the key to the market going forward here, did exactly what we would expect it to do. It came up against this trend line resistance right here, and it balked. Closed right at the top of its daily trading range, which is encouraging to the bulls. I believe that before we can take this market very seriously, the Russell has to take out this resistance area up in the 1040 range. Before it can do that, it obviously has to take out this resistance area at this trend line. That trend line is the lower channel line of this down channel that was established when the Russell 2000 started to collapse. We'll see if we can break above that resistance and then ultimately take out the 1040 area. Let's see what the Nasdaq Composite's up to. But before we do that, the M in the CANSLIM acronym stands for market, and to my way of thinking is the most important element. So let's take a brief look at the market. Stocks continued to rack up gains in impressive fashion yesterday, with both the S&P and the Nasdaq recording accumulation days. An accumulation day is any trading session when the market is higher on higher trading volume than the prior day and indicates professional buying in the market. That's bullish. So bullish, in fact, that yesterday the Nasdaq recorded a follow-through day and is now in a confirmed uptrend. Likewise, our market timing model swung from an aggressive buy signal to a margin signal yesterday. A margin signal is our most aggressively bullish signal and indicates that aggressive traders can leverage their portfolios utilizing margin. More conservative traders should be working toward fully invested. A word of caution here. Our market timing model is a mechanical signal. When certain conditions are met, it mechanically changes, in this case to a margin signal. There's not a single stock on our universal watch list that's setting up in what I would consider a proper base, much less providing a buying opportunity. So be careful. That noted, advancing issues again crushed decliners by nearly 5-1 yesterday. New lows edged new highs by a very narrow margin, but our new high, new low indicator is back on a buy signal. New high, new low measures the overall change in daily new highs versus the rate of change in new lows, and is typically one of the first indicators to signal a change in market direction, positive or negative. Large capitalization stocks outperformed small again yesterday and continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. But we have seen small caps outperform on a daily basis recently. Small caps typically outperform in bull markets. This remains a volatile and unpredictable market. Be careful. Okay, yesterday the Nasdaq was up 98.1 points or 2.21%. We closed at 45.34. We took out support resistance. This has been a battle at this 45.06 area and closed right near the top of the daily trading range. Notice how the Nasdaq closed above this envelope, and our 21-day exponential moving average is higher than it was 2 days ago. Our 10-day moving average is trending higher. That changes our market timing model from our primary market timing model from a sell rating that we went into back in January to a buy rating. Also yesterday, for you followers of William O'Neill, the Nasdaq recorded a follow-through day, which indicates that the market is now in a confirmed uptrend. Right now, the Nasdaq appears to be bracketed by support down here in the 45.06 area and trendline resistance right here. As we've been noting, this trend line goes all the way back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009. If we were to better that trend line, the next area of resistance is up here in the 4900 area. Likewise, if we were to violate the 45.06 area, the next area of support would be down here in the 4292 area. Let's take a look at what the S&P 500's up to. S&P yesterday was up 30.24 points or 1.65%. We closed at 1926.82. Notice how the S&P balked at this resistance, this trendline resistance. Again, this trend line goes back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009. We closed at the high of the day, which is encouraging to the bulls. Yesterday, the Nasdaq confirmed the uptrend in the market, so the S&P automatically goes to a confirmed uptrend. The S&P right now is bracketed by support down here in the 1867 area and resistance at the trend line. If we were to break above that trend line, our next significant area of resistance is up here in the 1993 area. Yesterday, our market timing model on the S&P 500 also went to a primary buy signal. That primary buy signal is matched with a secondary aggressive buy signal, which is the definition of a margin signal. Margin signals are most aggressively bullish signal and indicates that aggressive traders can leverage their portfolio utilizing margin. More conservative traders should continue working toward fully invested. This is a volatile market. I would tend to err on the side of caution at this point. That noted, we did go into a confirmed uptrend yesterday. O'Neill's rules indicate that when we go into a confirmed uptrend, we should take a position in at least one stock. It's kind of hard to find stocks that are setting up in what I would consider a proper basis at this point. But I do have a couple of stocks that might be worth taking a look at. First stock I want to take a look at is MaxLinear. MaxLinear provides radio frequency, analog, and mixed signal integrated circuits used in communication and video display over broadband networks. The stock has been working on this third stage base with a pivot point in the 1775 area. MaxLinear gets a 72% checklist rating, which right now is a very high rating. MaxLinear has this trend line. Aggressive traders may want to take a look at MaxLinear if it breaks above the trend line. And finally, let's take a look at National Storage Affiliates. National Storage is a real estate investment trust that owns, operates, and acquires self-storage properties within the top 100 U.S. metropolitan statistical areas. The stock right now has been working on this second stage base. I like real estate investment trusts here because we've been seeing a lot of them in our spectrum analyzer. National Storage has a pivot point in the $17.94 area, has a 72% checklist rating. As we noted earlier, 72 is a very good rating at this point. If NSA was to break above that trend line today, it may be worth a look. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohannes & Liqueurs, Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohannes & Liqueurs, Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohannes & Liqueurs, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & Liqueurs, Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & Liqueurs, Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & Liqueurs, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push Button Stock Trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push Button Stock Trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push Button Stock Trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.